What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and my podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I am slightly under the weather, but I just wanted to have a chit chat conversation with you guys. I don't have a really big video today, but this was something that I was thinking about this morning, and it was the first thing that popped into my mind. So I got my tea and let's just chat. So, what I was thinking about was how I talk about how reality must be believed in. And recently, by the way, my I am immersion experience was just so amazing. So much that I have in my brain that I'm still decompressing and writing down and working through. And it was just so amazing. And we've already had some instant manifestations come through from the people who have joined. And also in my Discord group, I saw a beautiful success story of an instant manifestation yesterday. And I want to talk about, well, all of these instant manifestations, they have this one key component to them. And I want to talk about that. But reality must be believed in. And remember, you guys, you have to realize that you are already fulfilled. When we think about it, we're already born fulfilled. No matter what circumstance we are born into, remember, prior to any of these 3D circumstances, we are I am. And within I am, all things exist. So your money, your SP, whatever it is, the solution to your undesired circumstances, it's all here right now. All of it is here right now, but just hidden from your awareness. And I think that one thing that we do that keeps it from not being revealed to us is really putting in all of this effort towards wanting to see it, needing to see it, wanting it to show itself instead of realizing, no, that's who I am, that I am fulfillment, right? And so when I say reality must be believed in or believed in inwardly, for those people who constantly see lack or not see their desires in the 3D, it can only mean that you're under the assumption that it's not here now. And you're believing that you lack it. And it's this constant effort of trying towards trying to believe that you are wealthy or that you have your SP, that you have the job or that you have your desires. And you're trying to believe that into your reality, but you never see it and it never reveals itself or becomes aware to you. And why is that? Because you're not realizing that you're already fulfilled and that you are it. And I don't have to tell you guys this because you've heard it before. We've talked about it before, but you cannot receive something that you do not already have. And your assumption that you're not already fulfilled, again, is keeping it out of your awareness. So if you slow down, if you really slowed down and zoomed out slightly and put your attention on who you are prior to the circumstance, you would see, oh, I am that. And so a lot of these instant manifestations that I've been reading from clients, and also like me, I've revised something instantly yesterday and it just popped into my awareness that it doesn't take any effort to really see who you truly are, right? You don't, but the thing is, but when we're efforting, and what I mean by doing all this effort is putting all these, like, let's say, affirming like a lot, putting all this affirmations or trying to figure out what do I need to fix and all this stuff. And if you put in so much effort towards these manifestations, the ones that you have desired for years and years or months or whatever it is, like all of that, it's because you put so much effort into it and you're trying to add it and believe it into your reality, but you're not realizing that you already have it. That prior to these undesired circumstances, if you just went back to your true nature before all of that occurred, all of the undesired occurred, you would realize that I'm already fulfilled, right? And so the success story from yesterday, I will put it in the community tab, but it all comes with claiming. This is what I recognize with a lot of those instant success stories, or people when they decide that, no, I am that. I get to decide. I get to decide. It's because it's who you are. You return to your true nature and then you decide that you are that, or that you have that, or that you realize that you've already had that. So it's when you're trying to pile a lot of things or affirmations or trying to fix things and looking for all this other stuff outside of you to try to figure out how to believe it into your reality, who are you really trying to convince? You're trying to convince the one that feels that it's separate, that no, you are that, and it will never ever believe that, you guys. It just won't. The ego will never believe that. It needs something to do so it can exist. So it's going to keep you on this string of feeling like, no, you got to affirm more. You got to do this. You got to look over here. You got to go over there. You got to do this. You got to do that. But when you realize that you already are that, that you don't need to actually do all of that, when you go back to prior to those circumstances, you'll see that I've always been fulfilled. And it's just moving your awareness. And I think this is like the law of least action, or, you don't do too much or whatever. You just gently move your awareness back to like, oh, I am that. I've always been that. When I get my manifestations instantly, it's always because I move my awareness back to prior, before those undesired circumstances got here. I realized like, whoa, I've always been fulfilled. I was always born this way, right? So when you move your awareness back to your true nature and then claim your desires, that I am that I have that of course I have that. And without all of this like need attached to it, you realize like, oh, I am that. That is my true nature. Of course, I am fulfillment. I am fulfillment. I have that. I am that. I am that. I'm the only one that gets to decide for my life. That's when those manifestations come in, because you're claiming it, because your riches, your SP, all of that, it has to be claimed as a part of who you naturally are. It's not withheld from you. It's never withheld from you. But you trying to actually believe it into your reality when you already are it is really under the assumption that you don't have, or that you're unfulfilled in some way, and trying to force it. You're just trying to convince the ego that's never going to get it, you guys, right? So you have to go back and really pull back just before you get out of control, before you get all the way reactive, before you dive head in first and thinking, okay, well, what do I got to do? And oh my gosh, because when you're doing that, you're following the ego. It's pulling you out into the 3D to look at this and look at that and move here, move there. It keeps you on a string. But if you just pause for a moment and just say, okay, but I know who I am prior to this. And of course, I have my desires. I know who I am, right? It's the awareness. It just takes the awareness of knowing who you are, knowing that you already have your desires, right? And then claim it, then stand in it and claim that I am that, I have that, I know that I am that. And it could be no other way, you guys, right? So it's this effort of trying to make yourself believe it, trying to make the ego, trying to convince it, which is never going to get it because it already feels unfulfilled. So you have to go to your true nature and then claim your desires, right? That's how those instant manifestations get here. That's how your manifestations will be revealed to you, right? And it's so easy and effortless, all right? So if you've ever manifested anything, it was really because you went back to your true nature. You stood in your true nature and you claimed it. You claimed it because you know that's who you are. You are the source. You are I am. And then you stood in it and you claimed it. Not that you had to will it into existence through saying all these affirmations and doing all this stuff, or learning more and moving things around and doing all that. No, you didn't have to do any of that, because if you're doing that now, you know your manifestation is not here. It's not here. All right? So, I want you guys to just take a moment before you just jump into following that fear, or following that ego, or following the look over here, go over here, do this, do that. Pull back and stand in your power, and then claim who you are. Claim that you know that you have your desires, right? And it comes easily and effortlessly and almost instantly. All right. So I will speak more on this in a broader sense in an upcoming video soon. But I just wanted to put that bug in your ear as your friend. And yeah, you guys, I really hope that you have the most amazing week. And yeah, you guys, imagination is on your side, and I am too. Bye.